Sabbath is the only commandment that starts with remember. Sunday worship. Forgets there are 10 commandments, not 9 suggestions, but only one of them starts with a divine plea. Remember. Not thou shalt not honor, not do not, but remember. Why? Because God knew mankind would forget, not forget accidentally, forget intentionally. The 4th commandment reads, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Exodus 28. The command is crystal clear. 6 days you shall work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. It's not Moses' Sabbath. It's not Israel's Sabbath. It's not Jewish culture. It is the Lord's Sabbath, sanctified at creation, not at Sinai. Genesis chapter 2:2-3 says God rested on the 7th day, blessed it, and made it holy. This was before sin, before nations, before religions. It was God's seal on time itself. And he said, remember. But look around today. Who remembers? Pastors preach the other 9. Priests quote them. Imams respect the tablets. But they all skip over the only commandment that says, remember. Why? Because they've replaced it. Not with murder, not with adultery, but with a tradition. A day. Sunday, the counterfeit. Sunday worship isn't in the 10 commandments. It wasn't kept by Jesus. It wasn't commanded by the apostles. It wasn't practiced by the early church. It was enforced by Rome, by Constantine in AD 321. A man-made law replacing a God-made command. And yet, millions follow it, blindly, proudly, comfortably. They say, we worship on Sunday because Jesus rose that day. But where did he ever say to replace the Sabbath with Sunday? Where's the verse? Where's the command? Show it. It doesn't exist. Jesus kept the Sabbath, Luke 4:16. The apostles kept the Sabbath, Acts 17:2, Acts 18:4. The Gentiles kept the Sabbath, Acts 13:42-44. And Hebrews 4-9 confirms there remains a Sabbath rest, a sabbatismos, for the people of God. Yet churches dare to say it's abolished. Abolished. Then why did God say, remember? Why not say, forget or replace? Because he never authorized another day. He never changed his holy law. Malachi 3:6 declares, I am the Lord, I change not. Sunday worship forgets the Sabbath. It tramples the 4th commandment under the feet of tradition. And Jesus warned in Matthew 15:9, in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. So here's the uncomfortable truth. If you keep 9 commandments but ignore the 4th, you've broken them all. James 2:10. The Sabbath is not optional. It is not ceremonial. It is a sign between God and his people forever. Ezekiel 20:12-20. To every pastor who says, we honor Jesus on Sunday, where is the biblical command to do so? To every priest who blesses Sunday Mass, who gave you that authority? To every imam or skeptic who mocks Christians for ignoring their own commandments, you're right. Most do. But God still has a remnant, a people who remember what others forgot. A church that doesn't bow to Rome, tradition, or convenience. A movement that keeps all 10 commandments, including the 4th. This is not about a day off. It's about allegiance. God wrote the Sabbath commandment in stone with his own finger, not once, but twice. And he wrote, remember. Because in the last days the great test will be over worship, true or false, Sabbath or Sunday, commandment or tradition. The question isn't what day you prefer. The question is, who do you obey? The God of heaven who said, remember, or the system of man that says, forget, the choice is yours. But know this, heaven remembers the Sabbath. Hell remembers who changed it. Will you remember or forget?